Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, Twitter. Good afternoon, YouTube. Again, this is Adrian coming at you with part 7 of the series. This is going to be a short one, a quick one, to the point. It's very simple. Okay, so this is part 7 of how to assemble your real estate dream team. So that's what we're doing this morning, part 7. Get this out the way bright and early and move on to bigger and better things. So again, I give you guys a claim to action, a call to action. I need you guys to like, subscribe, comment, share, engage me, tell me what it is that I could be doing better, tell me what information I'm not giving you, and we'll take it from there. Okay, I need you to continue to subscribe and continue to comment, share my videos, and I will engage you back. I need you to continue to give me testimony of the things I could be doing better, and we continue to grow. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to do part 7 of how to assemble your dream team real estate. Okay, so this series is dedicated to a hazardous site engineer. Okay, so this is a guy that you're going to need in the early beginnings of your due diligence to your real estate project. So I know you're saying, Adrian, you're killing me with all these guys on the team. Now you're telling me I need a hazardous site specialist, so engineer. So let me explain something to you, that this process is not just for beginners, it is for all people in all phases of construction. So hopefully you're not at the point of continuing to just buy investment property. But maybe there's a time that you want to build something, and this is where your architect and all these people are going to come into play. So I'm giving information that everybody can use. Okay, from the early beginner to somebody who has a lot of money, who is willing to invest and build his own building, his own hotel, his own 6-unit dwelling. So on and so forth. So this is what this information is for. So you need these people on your team, okay? So the hazardous site guy is going to be the guy that comes and surveys the land to see whether or not anybody has made any toxic waste on this land. Has toxic waste been stored here? Has it been dumped here? And these are all the things that he will do. It is very necessary that you have this guy on the team. Okay, so this guy is going to take a look at the site's history. All right, he will do a visual assessment at the surrounding properties, interview the owners, the neighbors, occupants, and take a look at the site's history. The goal is to determine if any hazardous materials were ever manufactured, stored, or dumped there. At this stage, the inspector doesn't take any samples. So there's what they call a phase 1. This is a phase 1 where he comes and does all these things. Okay? So ideally, you want a clean phase 1. Okay? So because if you have if you find something and it goes to a phase 2, it becomes really expensive, okay, to redevelop this particular area. And this is why you want this guy at the beginning. You don't want to buy a piece of property without having this guy look over the property, because at that point now you're stuck, and the cleanup and development and redevelopment will be awesome. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. Nobody's going to want to buy the property. You're going to be stuck with it. Can you build on it? And all the different things. And then the samples, there might need to be some excavation, and the drilling might have to go very deep into the earth to see how far the hazardous material has seeped into the earth. It messes with the water systems and so on and so forth. So you don't want to be in a phase 2 type situation, okay, where you have bought some property, okay, and come to find out that hazardous waste has been dumped here, okay. You need to find out, these guys need to be accredited, okay. They need to be fully licensed and accredited, okay. You will be able to see his documentation and so on and so on about this. So when selecting an environmental engineer, find out whether or not this guy is fully accredited in the field. All right, having a trusty relationship with your mortgage banking professional is also key. The mortgage banker will know which environmental engineers are responsive and familiar to reporting, okay, requirements of a broad spectrum, okay. The lender may have a list of guys, so that kind of takes your hand out of trying to figure out and try to find the guy, okay. And it's important that he also identify the actual existing recognized environmental condition. He does not necessarily work by requiring an expensive phase 2 approach. So it's mandatory that you have this guy, okay, because he's going to be the guy that lets you know your site is safe to build, okay, that there has been no hazardous waste here. So again, that's it. It's simple, okay. Before you buy a piece of property that has not been built on, you need, okay, and even haven't been built and it's been sitting, it hasn't been sold, you need this guy to come in and do a phase 1 assessment, okay. I just tell you, man, you can't understand the complexity and the cost of getting stuck with a site that has had hazardous material on it or dumped there or around there, okay. It's not places where people want to live, and in the end it will not be a good investment property, okay. So we're talking about hiring a hazardous environmental specialist engineer to make sure that this does not happen to you, all right. And that's the bottom line, all right. So at the end of the day, this is Adrian coming at you with part 7. It was quick, it was easy to ensure that your property, before you purchase the land, is safe from hazardous materials and waste. And that was the issue here, okay? And as I said, you need to have this guy in the beginning of your due diligence. You don't want to get him at the end after you've already purchased the property and then come and find out that there's a hazardous waste situation. So with that being said, I'm out of here. It's early in the morning. We're going to get busy all day. So with that being said, take it easy, and I'll see you guys for part 8 later.